All right. Tonight we're going to talk about FARC. And apparently the U.S. government just took them off the international terrorist list. And Carlos, you seem a little upset, huh?
I'm pissed, kid. I think we're going back in the game, kid. You want to get back in the game? Because I see all these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They're prizing all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? After so much terror, so much, so many little kids died, so many women, innocent people bombing here, bombing there, kidnapping. Now they got seats in Congress. They're running for president over here, and now the fucking U.S. takes them off the international terrorist lists.
Okay, so FARC, explain to people the difference between FARC and someone like Escobar or El Chapo.
Well, Escobar and those are different levels. FARC is how do you say it? Revolutionary army. They're more like Fidel Castro.
Okay, but they have an involvement in the drug trade.
Yes, because they need to finance themselves.
Okay.
So you have to pay the FARC and the zones that they work in. You have to pay a tax for them for protecting their labs. They have their own labs also. If you want, in certain zones, which are the zones that most of the shipments of drugs go out, they dominate those zones. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay for, let's say, for each brick that goes out of there, you got to pay $500 a brick. Ooh. If you're taking out 20,000, 10,000, 100,000 bricks through there, you do the math, it's a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah. Apart from that, the extortions that they do, they do their own loads also. You know what I mean? Most of these shits are now going out of Venezuela with private planes, ships, all kinds of way they're financing themselves.
Now they would be going out of Venezuela because they're connected to the communists.
Venezuela right now is communist, and the Venezuelan government backs them up.
All right, so FARC is like they're a communist group, correct?
That's a guerrilla. Yeah, the guerrilla
right.
group.
But they're communists. They believe in communism.
They're communists. And then so now this was a couple of days ago. It came out in the news and everything. I don't know if anybody's read it. The U.S. takes them out since the 5 years ago. They signed the peace treaty with the Colombian government. They were supposed to, first of all, give in all their weapons, turn in arms. Okay.
Right.
They gave in a whole bunch of rusted weapons that I'm pretty sure that those weren't the ones that they were using in the jungle.
Same shit we did in Afghanistan.
Exactly. They were supposed to come clean for a lot of people that they kidnapped, that disappeared, that their families don't know about anything. So they were supposed to come clean and tell these people where their loved ones are. You know what I mean? Don't lie. They're supposed to give up the properties. They're supposed to give up whatever ranches, stuff that they owned. Give that back to the government. Plus restore. They're going to use this to restore, the people that lost loved ones in this, and the people just want the truth. A lot of people, they don't care about money. They want to know where their loved ones are. You know what I mean? They used to kidnap kids, little kids.
Ooh.
Just to put them in their line of fire. You know what I mean? Kidnap kids and take them to the jungle so they can become militants for them. You know what I'm saying? Apart from that, a lot of innocent people. I'll give you one example. El Club El Nogal in Bogota. It's like a country club. Wealthy people. They put a bomb in that thing. Oh. Little kids died, pregnant women died. You know what I'm saying? Innocent people totally don't have anything to do with all this stuff. Take this shit to the jungle. You know what I mean? If you want to go, if you want a war stuff, don't bring that shit over here. And now the U.S. government's gonna take them out of the terrorist list. They're terrorists.
They're terrorists all the way. But listen, what's his name? Ordonel? What the fuck's his name? O'Neill. So they take him down.
Right.
Someone's got to step up. This is how I look at it. There's always someone got to negotiate with the U.S. But some way, shape, or form, there's someone up there, whether it's Pablo, El Chapo, or O'Neill, whatever the fuck his name is. He takes a dive or he turns himself in, and now, lo and behold, they take FARC off the fucking terrorist list.
Okay, but this
now they can trade with them. Now they open the doors to let them negotiate.
Right. But this is their trick, because they signed the peace treaty 5 years ago, right?
Right.
Supposedly the ones that are here in Congress, the ones that are running for president, the ones that are in society now. Okay.
Hold on a second. Back up. So explain to the people. So you got, when they were on the terrorist list, when they were
in the jungle.
No, what you said, they were in Congress?
Now they're in Congress.
When did they get this?
Well, since they signed the peace treaty. They signed the peace treaty 5 years ago. They just celebrated the anniversary of the peace treaty.
Okay, so they signed the peace treaty, but they were still considered a terrorist
organization. They were still considered a terrorist until a couple of days ago. Okay, how are they covering this shit up? Okay, they had some guys, Ivan Marquez, what's this other guy, El Paisa. They had a couple of guys that they said that they weren't that the government was not holding their word against what they signed on the peace treaty. So they fled. Saw that. They went back into the jungle, and now with the people that went back, those went back to the jungle, and there were some other ones that weren't. They didn't agree with the peace treaty. They stayed in the jungle, but they were still FARC, right?
Right.
So what did the U.S. government do? The FARC that signed the peace treaty, the people that are still that are in the government now, those are the ones that get off the terrorist list. The ones that went back into the jungles and the one that stayed in the jungle, those are the ones on the terrorist list. But it's all one fucking game.
I was just gonna say that.
It's so all one fucking game.
You got the group is one. It just got three little separate cells, but they're all the same.
Now they got people in government working for the people in the jungle.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
You know what I'm saying? So fuck it, man. I'm going back in the jungle too. I look at this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do none of all this shit that and I can't go back to the States.
It's nuts. It's nuts how these people like these huge crimes. I mean, make us look like fucking Mickey Mouse, and they're in Congress like Pablo trying to become the president.
And now our tax money is protecting them. You believe this shit?
So explain how bad was FARC? What did they do that was just like completely?
Listen, look it up. They took over a town called Me Too. The town was called Me Too. They destroyed that total town. Okay, they killed little kids. They killed pregnant women. They killed innocent people. You know what I mean? Just for the hell of it. Just because, they wanted to take over the town because the town was in a strategic place for them to start doing their routes, for them to start doing their labs and stuff. So they take over the town. The government, nowhere to be found.
So when they went and they took this town over, right? I remember that, because like you said, it was strategic to the field, to the labs and shit.
Exactly.
When they took that over, why didn't the Colombian government just go in? Because
they went in. They went in and they killed a bunch of soldiers, and they went at it. But the FARC, it was too many of them. That's their zone. They concentrated for I don't know how many months. They concentrated so many soldiers there. By the time the public force, the Colombian government, police, military, got there, it was too late. They were waiting for them already. You know what I'm saying?
So you mean to tell me that a little terrorist organization over there that got together,
well, at that time
is got more power than the damn your military?
Depending the zones of where they're at. At that time, when they did that, the FARC had 15,000 men in their lines.
Damn.
How big's
the Colombian military?
No, they got the Colombian military. They got right now like about 700,000.
Yeah, because
but they can't cover it. There's too much jungle here.
It's like us fighting in Vietnam. It's just crazy.
There's too much jungle here, and it's not how many people you have. You have to know the jungle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Yeah, and it's like I see sometimes when I first got here to this country, I would see the planes that they have, the military planes, and I go, how the fuck are they planning to fight all these motherfuckers with these cheap ass planes?
Right.
It's not that. It's because of the climate, the way the weather's, the wind flows and all that. So not any plane can just fly into these things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now they got the Blackhawks, they got this, they got a whole bunch of stuff that they can fight with, But these people like Pablo wasn't shit compared to these guys, what these guys have done. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. And I take it, and in a way I take it semi-personal because they took a lot of my guys away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like my head of security here, when I used to be in Big over here, my head of security was from El Gaula. Gaula is what do you say? Kidnapping, kidnapping group, right? And one time I was in Miami. I wasn't over here, so he went to do his patrol. He was un teniente. He was scrolling around one of these zones in a helicopter with a bazooka.
They took him down.
He was one of my best friends. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Good guy. You know, a guy that you know protected my family like you wouldn't believe. You know what I mean? And then, you know, and like that so and so, and a lot of close people to me just because of these fools. And now they get off the terrorist group. They're making laws for us over here now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are offended here, especially the victims. The victims are very offended.
So
very offended.
What they were supposed to come clean with shit, and they never did. So what's the president saying? What's President Colombia saying?
Well, this president is totally against them. He's against the peace treaty, the way that they was signed and everything. He can't do anything because everything was signed with the president before. That idiot. You know what I mean? That's it's already signed by a president. It's got to be respected. So this president is trying whatever he can take away from them. He's going to try and take away from them. But there's very little he can do.
Yeah, it's not like here. When one president signs it, the next one comes in office, they just wipe it out.
Not over here.
Yeah, not makes sense.
Well, you know what is the one that left? Then the presidents used to take 2 terms, right?
Right.
Okay. What did he do? He did his first term. In his second term, he said, well, I'll be the last president doing 2 terms. Next president only do 1 term.
Well, he made that a law. And you can't change it.
No, you can't change it.
Well, what if the next president comes in and says, well,
it's got to be within, I don't know how much, it's limited to the time. It's got to be a certain amount of time.
One of the stupidest, even here. If a president's good, if he's really good, why is he 2 terms? Give him 10 if he's good.
Exactly. Up to 10 years would be fine.
Let him as long as they keep electing him, it doesn't matter how long he's in there.
Yeah.
That's just stupid. Because once our country, like here, we get on track, then they switch presidents. I mean, that's
when this president came into office, not when he came into office, when he won the election, right? The FARC candidate for that he won, that lost, he says, this president is not going to have an easy term. We're going to make sure, his term, and apart from that, and since day one, since he signed, there's been all the rallies that you see, all the riots.
So all that shit that was going on down there when I was over there in the fucking streets, and just like over here, that was FARC?
It's FARC. And
ELN.
They were paying people to riot. It was FARC, ELN, and EPL, the other guerrilla groups, paying people off. They were paying them between 70,000 to 100,000 pesos. Figure between $25 to $40 per person to go out and riot.
Per day? $40 a day is good money over there.
A lot of money, yes. And apart from that, COVID comes in.
Right.
This president hasn't had it easy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's done a lot for all the bullshit that he's been through. You know what I mean? So I'm upset, kid. And I'm seriously thinking about, shit, let's break the law. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
They changed since me and you went away. They changed the laws over here. I was just I was looking at them. I couldn't believe it. We got arrested at the wrong time, my friend.
They're all linear now?
Man, fucking
really?
Stupid. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this then. Shit.
Stupid. Really?
I mean, they're pricing all these motherfuckers, and I'm like, damn. I fuck, I only sent a couple keys over there. Now they don't let me in. You know what I mean? I need motherfucker to get up.
Only how many? A couple what? A couple 100,000.
Damn, man. You know what I mean? But I didn't hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I didn't blow up anybody. I didn't kill any kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm banned for life.
Yeah, well, you know what? With this president we got, they might change that because they're all for,
Yeah.
Democrats
Immigration.
Immigration. Bring them back. They're a little lenient. But what did they? Now you said that they would go out. FARC would go out and just find kids, kidnap them, and turn them into guerrillas. How old were these kids?
12, 13. Yep.
That's fucked up.
In the line, they're in the line of fire, and they put them up front. And you see, and a lot of these kids are now that they signed the peace treaty, they brought the camps. You know, they opened up camps for them, for the people that are coming into. So they gave them. Listen, check this out. Minimum wage here is $1 million pesos. It's like $270 a month.
Right.
Okay. The FARC, the people that came in that turned in their weapons and stuff, and they came to the camps and everything because they're coming back into society. Automatically they get a 1,800,000, which is like about 275. So they're getting like about 450 a month
from the government.
The government.
So if you were FARC and you turn yourself in, they're giving you $450 a month
for just turning your weapons in and coming in. And then while minimum wage, people that are working legally, they're making 275.
So you guys got the same shit going on over there. We got over here. People don't want to work. We're just going to give you a check. No work. Take a check. Fuck it. Exactly. They're paying the terrorists to stay home.
So,
well, they ain't staying home, but.
So that's going against that saying that says crime doesn't pay. Shit. Yeah. I'm starting to doubt it.
I'll tell you what's going on over here is crazy, Carlos. They're breaking in the stores, right? And it's fucking stupid.
You know?
No. It's almost like the crime that they're allowing it's not organized.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what me and you did was we had our own thing. Yeah. It's organized. These fucking just wild people fucking shit up, killing people. Just wild. Wildness is okay.
You told me something the other day that now anything under $1,000 is a misdemeanor and shit.
It depends on the state. Like California passed this thing that if it was under, it was either 1,000 or 2,000. Like I heard on the news today, 2,000. Well, let's just say it's $1,000. You walk into a store and take $1,000 worth of shit, it's a misdemeanor.
Well, I got 2 Louis Vuitton wallets that I want. Can you get them for me?
In California, they walk in and they're taking it. They're just walking in the store and taking it, walking out. But now they're going in at 20, 30 people at a time. They're pulling up to the stores all at the same time. Boom. Going in, cleaning them out.
Under 1,000 each.
Under 1,000 each, exactly. It's unbelievable.
I'm going to place an order then so you can start sending me some.
You watch how many people send us a message. What do you want? What do you want? Unbelievable. They will. The crazy motherfuckers. Mafia made 1971 at gmail.com.
We got to start placing orders. And the original? Shit.
Original. Right into the Louis Vuitton store. They don't give a shit.
Well, I got a list, man. It's Christmas time.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, kid. But, you know, it is what it is, buddy. We got to live with it. We got to fight with it. You know, just move on. Okay?
So the trip's coming up soon. We're getting closer and closer. So if
we still need to figure out how the hell we're going to give the trip away.
Oh, yeah, the giveaway. I've had some people with some good ideas, but the idea me and you had, I think that's the best one. Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's going to make people think, and it's not going to be that easy.
Okay.
So people are going to have to use their head on this one.
Okay.
All right. So me and you, we're just going to have to, figure out how to do it, and we'll give them a date that we're going to talk. So everyone's got the same amount of time to figure it out, and then whoever comes up with the answer, fuck it. That'll be the person.
Okay. Beautiful.
All right, brother.
All right. Well, you know what I would like to do though is, after this trip that we're doing, this first trip that we're doing, after these guys go back, wish they would post and talk about their experience over here. You know what I mean? Maybe this will boost up also guys to start getting involved. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Listen, when we're over there, we'll be doing the videos with the guys.
Live stuff also with them.
Live shit, yeah.
All right, that'll be cool.
All right. Don't like that.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Brother. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.